San Francisco, late 1968. A city wrapped in fog and fear. While the streets slept beneath dim streetlights, something dark was moving in the shadows. No one saw him, no one heard him, but soon everyone would feel him. This is not a story of justice, it is a mystery that was never solved. The late 1960s. America was already on edge. Protests filled the streets. Trust in authority was fading, and fear was becoming part of everyday life. In cities across the country, headlines screamed chaos and uncertainty. It was the perfect time for something terrifying to go unnoticed. December 1968, Lake Herman Road. A quiet stretch of countryside, far from the noise of the city. A young couple sat alone in the dark, headlights off, the world feeling safe and still. They didn't know it yet, but this empty road was about to become part of history. Then, someone appeared. A figure emerging from the darkness, moving slowly, deliberately. No words, no warning, just the sound of footsteps and the feeling that something was terribly wrong. The silence was broken by flashing lights, red and blue cut in through the night. Police arrived to a quiet road, now sealed behind yellow tape. A single car stood motionless, marked by violence and confusion. Officers searched for answers, but the person responsible was already gone. What remained were questions, and the beginning of a fear that would spread. 6 months later, Blue Rock Springs Park. Another quiet night, another parked car. Headlights cut through the darkness, illuminating an empty road. The air felt calm, too calm, because whatever happened before was not finished yet. Then, the phone rang. Inside a quiet police station, its sound cutting through the night. On the other end, a calm voice. No panic, no remorse. The caller claimed responsibility, not with fear, but with confidence. In that moment, the investigation changed. This was no longer just a crime, it was a message. Then, the letters began to arrive. Carefully written, no name, no return address, each page filled with strange symbols, cryptic words, and quiet threats. These weren't meant to explain anything, they were meant to be read. One symbol, one name. The Zodiac. The headlines spread fast, across cities, across states. Newspapers carried his words and his threat. For the first time, the public had a name to fear, and with every headline, the mystery grew larger and more terrifying. Inside offices filled with smoke and silence, investigators studied every detail. Walls covered in symbols, numbers without meaning, messages that refused to make sense. Hours turned into days, days into months. Some believed the codes held answers. Others feared they were meant to distract, because every symbol solved only revealed another question, and the person behind them remained one step ahead. This time it was daylight. No shadows, no place to hide, just a quiet lake and a moment that felt normal. Until fear stepped into the open. In full view, the nightmare returned. One victim survived. In a quiet room, every detail mattered. A face described from memory, features shaped by fear. A police artist listened carefully, translating words into lines. Each stroke carried hope and doubt. Because memory fades, fear distorts, and the truth is never as clear as a sketch on paper. The board kept filling up. Names, faces, fragments of possibility. Red strings crossed the wall, linking clues that almost made sense. Every new lead brought hope, and every hope faded quickly. What began as a search for answers slowly turned into obsession, because the more they looked, the further away the truth seemed. He never announced himself. No sound, no movement, just a figure in the distance, watching, waiting. As the city moved on, he remained in the shadows, unseen and unforgettable. Fear spread quietly, from streets to neighborhoods, from strangers to families. Playgrounds emptied, doors closed earlier, silence replaced routine. Across California, people changed the way they lived because no one knew where the fear would appear next. Time moved on. Years passed. Leads went cold. Case files were stacked away, their pages covered in dust. The name remained, written in ink and memory. Investigators retired, witnesses faded, but the mystery endured, because this case was never solved. The road stretches forward, into fog, into silence, and somewhere in the distance, the truth disappears.